I am a spineless coward. No matter how ridiculous the request, I nod and agree. For example, to access the massive trust fund my grandfather left me, I had to follow the stipulations of his will, enter a marriage of convenience with a man who doesn't love me. A marriage without love is absurd. But what's more absurd is that shortly after the engagement, my drama queen ex, Kai Fisher, latched back onto me. Under his emotional blackmail, I was forced into a shady, underground situationship. Timing is exhausting, but you know what's even more exhausting? My boss, Christian Chase, decided he owned me, too. I became the paid substitute for his golden girl, the one that got away. So, I became the stand-in for his the one that got away. But with a twist. It's the kinky version. Fate really knows how to kick a girl when she's down. Just when I resigned myself to a life of juggling these three men like a terrified circus performer, the universe threw a wrench in the gears. I'm pregnant. Which one of them is the father? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure. However, considering the legalities and the ironclad prenup, I decided the most logical course of action was to let my fiancé, Silas Vesper, be the father. A free baby? He should be thrilled, right? Congratulations, Mr. Vesper. But a mom and dad aren't enough. I want my baby to have a healthy, toxic-free environment, a warm, normal family. And as far as I know, in a normal family, the dad might not love the mom, but the mom absolutely cannot have two secret boyfriends on the side. So, although I felt a pang of guilt, for the sake of my child's future, I made a decision. I need to cut ties with the other two. Immediately, decision made. The moment I clocked out on Friday, I drove straight to Christian Chase's private villa. He bought this place specifically for our sessions. Only 2 people know the passcode. His dead fiancé, Aurora Sky's birthday. I punched in the numbers, rehearsing my breakup speech in my head one last time before pushing the door open. The second the door clicked, my wrist burned. A large, callous hand shot out from the shadows, gripping me tight and yanking me inside. Before I could blink, I was pinned against the entryway console. Wait, Mr. Chase, I need to talk to you. I tried to push him away, but before I could finish, Christian pried my lips apart, devouring me with a fierce, wet, desperate kiss. He was still dressed in his immaculate, 3-piece suit, looking every inch the stoic CEO, except for the leather collar tied around his neck. It was cinched so tight it restricted his airflow. When the intense, suffocating kiss finally broke, Christian's face was flushed from lack of oxygen. The tip of his tongue peeked out involuntarily, panting heavily like a well-trained dog. Don't talk about irrelevant things right now. He fumbled to undo my belt, his eyes glazed with a submissive haze as he dropped to his knees before me. Mr. Sleaze, do your job. According to our contract, inside this villa, I have one role, to dominate him. Christian Chase was my idol back in college, a legend. So, 2 years ago, when I found out he was my new CEO at the global headquarters, I was ecstatic. I stayed up half the night practicing my smile in the mirror, wondering how to make a perfect first impression. I wasted my time. Christian Chase is a god in the business world. I was just a lowly team lead. He doesn't waste time on nobodies. That silly smile I practiced? It should have never seen the light of day. That is, until after a board meeting when Christian suddenly summoned me, the invisible employee, to his office and threw an NDA on his desk.